ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्रीहनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्रीतुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्रीतुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a warm welcome to the last day of the series. Sant Tulsi Das ji till now took lot of time to bring out all his heart through Vandana Prasanga. Until now he did lot of namaskarams to everybody. Santa Purushas, of course, obviously Ram Bhagavan, Sita Maiya, all of them. With that, he concludes Vandana Prasanga, and now the next topic is taken. Somebody must have asked him, Tulsi Das ji, now you are going to take up the Rama Katha. You are going to now narrate the great, glorious story of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji. But tell me, where did you get this from? Where did you get this knowledge from? What is the Guru Shishya Parampara through which you got this knowledge? Naturally, somewhere, somehow he must have got. In this Chaupai, he gives the Guru Parampara, the Shrotas and Vaktas of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji's Katha. Very beautifully he presents it to us. Let us chant the 30th Chaupai. जाग बलिक जो कथा सुहाई भरद्वाज मुनि बरहि सुनाई कही हऊ सोई संवाद बखानी सुनहु सकल सज्जन सुकुमानी शंभु कीन्हि यह चरित सुहावा बहुरी कृपा करियु महि सुनावा सोई शिव कागबु सुंडी दीन्हा राम भगत अधिकारी चीन्हा तेहि सन जाग बलिक पुनि पावा तीन पुनि भरद्वाज प्रति गावा ते श्रोता बकता समशीला सवदरसी जानहि हरि लीला जानहि तीनि काल निज ज्ञाना करतलगत आमलक समाना और उजे हरि भगत सुजाना कहि सुनहि समुझहि विधि नाना मैं पुनि निज गुर सन सुनी कथा सोसु कर खेत समुझी नहीं तसी बालपन तब अति रहूं अचेत श्रोता बकता ज्ञान निधि कथा राम के गूढ़ किमि समुझो में जीव जड़ कलिमल ग्रसित विमूढ़ सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. तुलसीदास जी राइट्स, जाग बलिक जो कथा सुहाई. जाग बलिक means Yajnavalkya. In the bhasha, in the dialect, Loka bhasha, if you have noticed, you must have noticed by now actually, the shabda which are used in this Audhi bhasha are so simple to chant. It doesn't have complex words. There is no much of or very difficult conjunct consonants etc. which are difficult to pronounce. Yajnavalkya is the name. Jagabalika. Very simple. So sweet and lovely this bhasha is. So simple. And yaf pashyati sa pashyati. People will understand. So in that bhasha he says, Jagabalika jo kata suhai. Yajnavalkya offered or rather narrated the story to whom Bharadvaja Muni Bharahi Sunai. He spoke this or he narrated this story to Bharadvaja Muni. Kahi hum soi sambad bakhani sunahu sakala sajjana sukhuna mani. When he spoke to Bharadvaja Muni, Yajnavalkya Maharishi, then kahi hamu, I am now telling you that narration of Ramakatha which was spoken by Yajnavalkya to Bharadvaja Muni. Then one may ask, okay, I understand. But how did Yajnavalkya get the story? Then he says, oh, fine, I will start from the beginning. Sambhu kinhi yaha charita suhava bahuri kripa kari umahi sunava. He says, right at the beginning, like how we chant, Sadashiva Samarambam Asmadacharya Paryantam. Sadashiva, Sambhu, Shivaji, Kinhi Yaha Charita Suhava, expressed this charita of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. How? Bahuri Kripa, with lot of compassion and love. In fact, you should join all the other similar, this one, like joyfully, with lot of emotions in his heart. And this is true. Shivaji had lot of love for Ramchandra ji, lot of devotion for Ramchandra ji. And you know, Shivaji used to always meditate. So probably if we can dramatize a little, probably it could have happened. Parvati ji went to Shivaji at the time when he was not chanting, when there was a break, let us say. Whom are you meditating upon? At that time, Shivaji told her probably, I am meditating upon my Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. Who is there? Oh, is there a Bhagavan for you also? Who is that Ramchandra ji? And then Bahuri Kripakari, with lot of love and compassion, Umahi Sunava. Umahi means Uma. Uma here, Loka Bhasha. Umahi Sunava. He narrated the entire Ramakatha. So the origin of Ramakatha is from Bhagavan Shivaji. Soi Shiva, the same Shivji, Kakabhushundihi Dinha. He also, the same Shivaji, gave this Katha, Ramakatha. He narrated this Katha to Kakabhushundi. Bhushundi was a very great bhakta of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. But he chose to remain in the form of Kaga. Kaga means crow. Why he chose to become a crow, we don't know. Okay, we are not here for that right now. Bhagavan Shivaji, narrated the story to Kakabhushundi, a great bhakta of Bhagavan. Dinha. Rama Bhagata Adhikari Chinha. Why did he give it to Kakabhushundi ji? Rama Bhagata. He was a great Rama Bhakta. Adhikari Chinha. Adhikari means the one who is absolutely ready for the knowledge. You know, knowledge so many people give to so many, isn't it? Why take of our own classrooms? One teacher is speaking on one subject at the same period of time, in the same medium of instruction, with the same quality of teaching. There are 60 students. Does all the 60 students become rank holders, first rank holders? No. Very rarely you find some 4 or 5 people that are exceptionally good. Meaning what? They have become ready enough to receive the knowledge. And they stand first always. They are praised everywhere. Isn't it? Vipraha sarvatra pujyate. Knowledgeable people are respected everywhere. Those are not very much. Very, very few. And of course the second class people, there are maybe a little more number. And you always have the third class people who are just pass. And fourth, even Bhagavan cannot help. Is it not? Similarly, even when it comes to spiritual knowledge, not everybody is ready. Not everybody is ready. There are some, few alone are adhikari. And Shivaji found Kakabhushundi ji adhikari chinha. And then he narrated the story to Kakabhushundi ji. Tehi sana jaga balka puni pava, teen puni bharadvaja prati jagava. Shivaji, when he gave to Kakabhushundi ji, Yagnavalkya gave it to Bharadwaja Muni. Then it is said, okay, who did Bharadwaja Muni give? We did not know. He says, there is a record somewhere where it is said, Bhagavan Shivaji gave the same knowledge in the dream of the Guru of Tulsi Das ji. Now, where did Bharadwaj Muni give? To whom did he give? To whom Parvati ji gave? Or did she at all give it to anybody? Or she just continued to revel on her own with the knowledge of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji? And all that parampara is not shown everywhere. But one point it is said elsewhere, where Bhagavan Shivaji narrated this knowledge in the dream of the Guru of Tulsi Das ji, who is Narahari Anand. We have seen it in the initial stage and during the introduction. Santa Narahari Anand ji received this Ramayana knowledge, Rama Katha from Shivaji in his dream, and he offered it to his Shishyas, including Tulsi Das ji. That is the story. Te Shrota Bhakta Samalila. Te Shrota, his Shrota Bhakta are all Samasila. Samasila meaning what? All were of the same caliber. Savadarasi Janahi Hari Leela. All of them, all the Shrotas and Bhaktas, all of them knew Hari Leela. Meaning what? They had already established in that supreme knowledge of knowing Bhagavan Hari Leela. Here Ramchandra ji we can take. Janahi tini kala nija jnana. All of them, who are they? They knew everything. Trikala jnanis, tini kala nija jnana. They were Trikala Jnanis, meaning what? They had well established in the spiritual knowledge, and therefore quite a few of them had got lot of siddhis also. Siddhis meaning what? They could even get the knowledge even before probably listening. But however, Janahiti Nikala Nijajnana Karatalagata Amalaka Samana. Just as the fruit, here it is Amalaka, it is said. Karatala Amalaka Samana means that clearly they gained the knowledge of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji's life. Amalaka Samana. Auravuje Hari Bhagata Sujana Kahahi Sunahi Samuji Bidinana. Auravuje Hari Bhagata Sujava. All these people who are Hari Bhaktas, they revelled listening to the glory of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji. And that is true. Why they revel? Because the katha of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji, the path which Sri Ramchandra ji walked, was so enticing, so wonderful. It actually grabbed the attention of everybody, and they were so deeply involved that they could not even come a step away from that particular katha. They were completely. And how? Kahahi. Some people spoke about it. Now we are in the decadence of time, slowly it started spreading. Kahahi, lot of people spoke about Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji. Sunahi, hundreds of people listened to the Rama Katha. Samujahi, so many people understood also. See, this narration of Katha is a very beautiful thing. It's an art. One is to narrate the story, just the narration of the story. Two is narrating the story in such a way that the other person is able to listen, meaning what? The other person's concentration should not get diverted. That is very important. Or I keep on telling, once upon a time there was a Raja and Rani, and then they had two sons and one son. People will start sleeping. So there is a way of narrating a story. A lot of people who had that ability to narrate the story of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji were so efficient that people who listen to it with rapt attention. Sunahi. Even though many people listen to it, a few must have known, understood, and gained the inner import. Samujahi. Vidhi nana. Very many people have got very many types of understanding, types of listening, various ways of presenting. So many things happened. But then he says, ठीक है, what about you, Tulsidas ji? He says, मैं पुनि निज गुर सन सुनी. मैं पुनि, later again, I listen to. Suni. Katha so sukar khet. Katha, this katha, where? Sukaraketa. This particular is a name of a place. Shukaraket, it is called. It is somewhere after Ayodhya. You cross over Lucknow, and after Lucknow you will find this small village called Shukaraket. Even now it is there. Samujhi nahi tasi balapan. His guru, Narahari Anandji, he told him the katha, but the point is, tasi balapana. At that time, Tulsidaji says, I was a small boy. We all know the story. We had seen the story earlier. Isn't it? Narahari Anandji picked him up from that Shiv Mandir, where Bhagavan Shivaji and Parvati themselves took care of Tulsidasi. And once Narahari Anandji took him to his place, then there he gave this knowledge. Katha suni. Samujhi nahi tasi balapana tab ati rahevu acheta. This acheta is a word which means unconscious. Basically, the literal meaning of the word acheta is unconsciousness. But here the reference is, I was unmindful of listening to that carefully. Tulsidas ji confesses that he was not conscious enough to listen to it in the way it has to be listened. Meaning what? His mind was low. So much of distraction was there. Therefore, he did not take it the way it has to be listened to. Tab ati rahimu acheta at that time. And then he says, Shrota Vakta Jnana Nidhi. Both of them, Shrotas and Vaktas, they were all what? Jnana Nidhi. They were all great treasure of Jnana. Katha Ram Kai Gudha. What did they narrate? They narrated Rama Katha, which is Gudha. What is Gudha? Gudha means very deep in its import, in its meaning. Katha Ram ke Gudha. Kimi samujhao me jiva jada. Kalimala grasasi vimudha. At that time, I was not an evolved soul. Grasasi vimudha. I was a mudha. I was a very, unintegrated person. We should not immediately jump to conclusion. I was a foolish person. Though Tulsidas keeps telling himself as a very, very mudha only and things like that, we should not jump to the conclusion and say Tulsidas is a mudha. No. We should be very careful. Because why I say this? Because normally our human mind labels people, brands people, other people. We have our own notions about ourselves. We think we are very intelligent, we think we are great, and others are all, they don't understand anything, they don't know anything. I know everything. This person, Muda, he only makes noise. Like that people may think. But frankly speaking, all of us have got this wrong habit, I must say, of branding and labeling people. Nobody is spared. All of us, please be very, very attentive in listening to this statement. All of us have our own share of foolishness and our own share of intelligence. What is important here is, what do we water? Do we water foolishness more and develop in that, or do we water intelligence more and gain more knowledge? Depends on each one of us. But all of us have got the capacity to be either of them or both of them, in fact. Tulsidasi says, I have not gained it. Grasasi vimudha. As a foolish person playing around things like that, I did not take it at that time, I did not know. But later, I was blessed, and with that blessings, now having grown up, having started understanding the truth, and now I see the glory of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji, and with that glory, Kimi Samuja, whatever I have understood, I will now narrate it to all of you. And remember, time and again we should remember, Swanta Sukhaya Tulsi Raghunatha Gata. He never said, you have to understand. Why? Because I am telling. No. He just spoke. And his only intention was to just speak of Ramchandra ji. That's all. And great delight he got in narrating the story. Now see, when we narrate the story, more than the people who listen to the story, it is we who are more delighted, is it not? Even small stories we tell our children. Small children, when we tell the story, we are very excited. And we express that excitement also. Why? So that the child also will get excited and get that story. And at the end, the child may or may not gain the actual import of the story. That is the last part of it. While the story is being told, the one who narrates himself gets the joy first. And while expressing that joy, the other people also become captivated. Isn't it? Involved, indulged in that story. And Ram Katha is like that. The Ram Katha is so beautiful that you cannot but get involved. However good or bad I may be, I will now tell Ram Katha, Tulsidasi says. Why? That is the great joy I am getting. So, Kali Mala Grasita Vimudaha. I was a Kali Mala. In this Kali Yuga, Mala Grasita, with so much of wrong thinking in my mind, I listened to it, but now I realize the glory of Ramchandra ji. Having realized the glory of Ramchandra ji, I will now narrate the story of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. With this, we conclude the series with a thought. Tulsidas ji, until now, he went on talking about the Vandana, his surrender to his requesting for blessings. Now he will talk about a few more things before starting the Katha. But please note, all of these are extremely important for a sincere seeker. Don't ever think that, oh, he's wasting my time. No. That means you are not a sincere seeker. Nobody is wasting time. Like, for example, here, Tulsidas ji makes sure that our minds are prepared. Adhikari he mentioned, is it not? He is making us an adhikari by listening to, by narrating all that, so that we listen to all this and prepare the field. Is it not? If somebody has to grow paddy or something, then the ground, the field has to be prepared. It has to be plowed. All the stones have to be removed. All the weeds have to be removed. It has to be watered properly. Then the right seed have to be sown properly. And time and again the weeds have to be taken. So much of preparation is required. Is it not? Similarly, Tulsi Dasji is preparing our minds. Therefore, don't ever think that all these are waste of time. I want Ram Katha only. No. Then Katha will become a wasteful exercise if you don't prepare your mind. Therefore, be attentive while he is giving all these information. With that, we will conclude this series and will again meet on the 1st of November, which is Kannada Rajyotsava Dina. We will meet on the 1st of November again. Till then, wish you all the very best, and I invoke Puja Gurudev, of course Bhagavan Ramchandra Ji, Saparivara, their blessings on all of us, and wish you all the very best. Thank you again for being a great support for this sadhana and for the ashram. Hari Om. Please join me for a 2-minute Nama Sankirtan as always. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram.